Welcome back to another food diary video. I'm all fresh out of the shower and ready to tackle this rainy day. I'm going to show you what I've been eating for breakfast the last few days. I've been actually going for a heartier breakfast that kind of bridges me into lunch. I am right before that time of the month, and I'm feeling like my body is loving the heartier breakfast to kind of jumpstart my day, where in other times of my cycle, I don't need as much for breakfast. So go figure. And my little sour cream hack, let me show you that. I have got my breakfast here, and my new thing is putting some sour cream in a little baggie so that I can just get a little dab on every little piece, and then I'll use that tomorrow. And I'm gonna put on some pico de gallo. I would say this is about 6 points. I can tell you it's turkey, taco meat, black beans, a little Mexican cheese, sour cream, and pico de gallo. Luckily, I got out for a walk yesterday, but it is just a drippy, sloppy, drippy rainy mess. Rain all the time. I have been on the go today. I've been in meetings, and then I had therapy. So I just scarfed down. I had like a tiny, 1.5 tiny pieces of chicken thighs, boneless, skinless, that I cooked in the oven last night. So I'll probably count that as 4 points. And then on the stove, I am heating up some corned beef soup. Never made it before. And with the leftover corned beef, I was thinking about doing this recipe for like corned beef egg rolls. But this is probably way less points. I'll figure out what the points are and see if I like it. That's what I'm gonna have. It's actually 2 o'clock right now, not on any sort of eating schedule. I had my little bit of a late big breakfast, and now I'm getting hungry again. So I'm gonna sit and eat this soup. I'll show it to you. So here's the soup. It has chunks of corned beef in it, cabbage, and carrots, and it did call for potatoes, but I decided not to put the potatoes in because that just felt a little too heavy for me. It's, the flavor does not pop like I thought it was going to. It's yummy. Oh, my ear itches. I just have to see if I like it, if I'm gonna keep it in my recipe. But it has caraway seeds in it. So it kind of tastes like a deconstructed Reuben sandwich. Like I'm almost tempted to put a little sauerkraut in there to give it some of like a vinegar flavor. Maybe I should do that. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna go enjoy some hot soup on a cold, rainy day. This weekend, I went to my favorite local You Pick flower farm, and they were doing tulips. So I went, and you pick them out by it kind of looks like garlic, by their entire bulb, and they're supposed to last longer. And then with a little tiny bit of water, the dogs are going crazy, a tiny bit of water at the very bottom. But the woman that owns the farm, the flower farm, she picked like the most beautiful varieties. Don't these tulips look like peonies? And then here's these ones almost look like roses. And then this one back here has like fluffy, feathery stuff. And then this like cute little pink one. And anyways, so yeah, they're getting sunlight. They're supposed to last longer because they are still attached to their bulbs. The dogs. I'm in the process of having an afternoon snack. I'm making some popcorn in my Whirly Pop on the stove for 0 points. Actually, I gotta get to it and turn it. And then these, I can have 3 of them for I think 1 point. They're little sourdough crisps. They're so good. I highly recommend these. So I think I'm gonna do this walking video. It says you can get 5,000 steps. It's by this guy named Get Fit with Rick. And I mean, it is just, the storm is raging still. So obviously I'm not gonna get outside, to walk out today. Oh, he has a Harry Styles 2,000 steps in 17 minutes one. Ooh, ooh. And the music, I like it. Let's get it jazzed up and move, move. Anyways, I need to turn that off. Oh, and he has an 80s hits. Who is this mystery man? So I think that's what I'm gonna do to get some exercise. I always am a little bit nervous of doing exercise videos in the home because of my back. But I'm only at literally 1,000 steps today, I think. Was it 1,000 steps? I've just been in workshops, in meetings, and working at my desk, and it's hard for me to get the steps in. I need to get my standing desk set up. I still have yet to do that. I ordered it a long time ago and need to assemble it. So I'm gonna give this a try. I went from 1,000 steps to 5,000 steps, so not as much as I wanted to get, but I've just didn't have the mojo to make it happen. And there's just some days that are like that. Just trying to be grateful for the little victory of getting up and trying to do a little bit. And maybe later on when I'm working on the couch, watching my QVC, getting some work done, I'll get up and try to do a couple thousand more steps and get this up to 6,000 or 7,000. All right, it's later in the evening and I'm getting a little bit hungry for a dinner-ish, kind of a dinner-ish. I've got avocado and some ranch dressing here. It just really hits the spot. And then I'm thinking of maybe heating up some spaghetti squash with a tiny bit of pasta and some clams. I'll keep you posted. Oh, and I pulled out my ginormous sauerkraut. Eating that too as a snack, getting some of those good gut biotics. And I ended up having some cheese. I actually very honestly tracked it as 8 points. I didn't measure it out or anything like that. I got this Irish cheddar imported cheese from Costco, and I don't typically crave cheese as much anymore, but this just, actually I got this to make quesadillas with my Olay wraps that are like 1 point. And I forgot that cheese like this turns to like liquid instead of gooey ooey for quesadillas, so it was a big fat flop. But I've been loving slicing this like super, super thin, like paper thin, and then draping it on top of my 3 for 1 point little wafery sourdough crackers. It's so delicious. So my pasta's ready. I was gonna mix it with spaghetti squash, and then I decided not to. Spaghetti squash, hold on, is tricky because spaghetti squash is tricky because it's like crunchy and it's gloms together. And I just decided to do a serving. I had out my measuring. I measured my 2 ounces of pasta. So I'm still gonna try to keep it low point. And then I've already been thinking, Sheila, rework, or maybe you don't even need dessert. So I'm trying to do checks and balances. You know, maybe instead of doing my cottage cheese yogurt with whatever, I'll just do my 0 point yogurt and with a little applesauce tonight. And that would be 0 points to account for this dinner that's higher points. It's the end of the night and I'm actually very proud of myself because I am not gonna have dessert. This is wild. Yesterday I ended the day at 27 points. I get 23 points. So that is really good progress for me. I'm trying to get closer to the 23, 27 range, but maybe land at like 25 would be good. I'm trying to like inch my way down closer to my daily target. I also weighed myself this morning and was down 0.6. Like I had had a day where I shot up 0.9. Of course it was on weigh-in day. Always, right? The day after I'd had my corned beef dinner. So, and then today I was back down again. So, that was good. And yeah, I just was craving that pasta. And then it was just a little bit for the pasta sauce, but then it was just clams. And I put in some canned mushrooms and then a little Parm cheese. So, whoa, this is exciting. It's exciting in the sense that I feel like I'm getting my footing. I'm taking back control of my journey. I am doing checks and balances with what I consume during the day. I'm mindful and swapping snacks for lower point options, and just that's the kind of habits that I want to have that just come as second nature, that I don't feel rebellious inside or like I'm deprived. Just I flow throughout the day making choices. I flow throughout the day with my points, and it was a good day.